Hey boys and girls, welcome to another super exciting, outrageous toy review. Today, we're taking a look at the DuckTales figure Gizmoduck, made by Funko. Blather and blathersketch, we've got the DuckTales Gizmoduck figure. Gizmoduck has been a popular character ever since he premiered in DuckTales. He also made some appearances in the Darkwing Duck TV show, and there was actually supposed to be a Darkwing Duck's action figure of him in the 90s that never got released. It's so awesome of Funko to do these Disney Afternoon figures, and this one just looks so cool. I was really excited to find him. I actually picked this guy up at GameStop. It's been harder and harder to find toys with Toys R Us gone. I checked Target the most, I guess. I've hit Walmart recently and found nothing. But I did have a good run at my local GameStop recently and found some cool stuff to review. So let's get Gizmoduck out of the package. I was introduced to Gizmoduck as a kid when a 5-part series of DuckTales episodes were aired as a TV movie called Super DuckTales. We actually taped it off TV, and I rewatched that VHS tape many times as a kid. Loved that story arc featuring Fenton and Gizmoduck. Super happy that Funko has given us a modern version of Gizmoduck. He's an interesting figure to try and make because he doesn't have feet, he just has one wheel. He can't really stand. So they did solve that problem by giving him an action figure stand, which is pretty nice. That really does help out. Did I break his stand? What's going on here? The only Gizmoduck toy I had as a kid was this little PVC. He came in a set you could mail away for through cereal. There was a Scrooge, a Webby, I think one or maybe all three of the nephews, I can't even remember, and Gizmoduck came in that set. And I really like this figure. I used to play with him quite a bit. And for many, many years, he actually sat on the ledge of the molding above my closet door in my bedroom at my parents' house. And he's moved here to my house in my toy collection. And I've always really been a fan of that figure because it was pretty much the only Gizmoduck we had ever had until this guy. Gizmoduck features a ball joint at the head. I do like that they've got his little goofy antenna thing there. That is a detail that was left off the mini one. He's got twists at the elbows, as well as a joint at the shoulder. That joint at the shoulder is very limited by his shoulder pads, but you can move his hands around. He has the iconic just 3 fingers that the Gizmoduck suit had in the cartoon, but that looks great. He's got lots of little details on his arms there with the little buttons. His chest has that strange Gizmoduck logo that kind of looks like an R, probably because they were originally thinking of calling him Roboduck, because clearly he's inspired by RoboCop. He's got an articulation point here at the waist below his TV screen and additional buttons, and he's got an actual rolling wheel. So of course, Gizmoduck can't stand because of the rolling wheel. I'm not sure whether I'm happy that he got the rolling wheel, or if I'd have been happier if they just gave him a little non-moving flat tire that he could stand on. But they gave him a figure stand. It plugs in the back here just like this. Unfortunately, the 2 pieces of the clear base don't stick together real well, which makes it easy for him to fall over like that. Not sure if there's just something wrong with mine, or what. Maybe I'll glue the 2 pieces of the base together at some point, but it does seem to work pretty well. But I think this guy is a lot of fun. Blather and blatherskite! But he is, a guard for the money bin. Robot Century. Went on to help out in Darkwing Duck, and just one of the more memorable new characters created in the Duckburg universe. The suit was made by Gyro, the weird, wacky inventor guy, and was passcoded with blatherskite because nobody uses that nonsense word anymore except for Fenton, who still uses it. And he was Scrooge McDuck's accountant with an amazing ability to count random numbers. The end of the series, the end of the movie, involves him having to outsmart a giant supercomputer. It's been years since I've seen that movie, but I really, really enjoyed that 5-part episode, DuckTales, Super DuckTales movie. Here's Gizmoduck standing next to the Scrooge McDuck made by Funko from this same series. You can see he's a little bit taller. I do think that's pretty much show accurate, though. Gizmoduck was a pretty tall character. Scrooge kind of, he was a little bit short. He was an older gentleman, a little hunched over maybe a little bit. But you could tell, man, if he didn't have the hat on, he would be really short compared to Gizmoduck. I think Fenton was not quite as tall as Scrooge. It was like the same height as Scrooge, but the Gizmoduck armor just made him so super. Where does Fenton put his feet in that suit, though? Really makes you wonder. Because look at how tiny those little red rubber leg pieces are. Does he have his feet jammed inside the wheel? I don't think so. Alright, Kevin, you're overthinking it. Let's wrap up this review. Thanks for watching this super exciting, outrageous toy review. Make sure to like, subscribe, and check out our other videos.